Good evening, everybody. It is March the 27th. I'm glad to have you with me tonight. Tonight, you're going to need a pair of weights, whatever set you want to choose. You're also going to need your chair. If you have a small ball or a beanbag or something that's small enough that you can pass around or throw up and clap, you're going to need that. You're going to need a yoga block if you have one. And then we're going to need a wall space, and we're going to go to the floor at the very end of our class tonight to do some work there. So in the meantime, we're going to do our cardio warm-up to get started. Let's hit it. So let's just start with our relaxed arms and marching. And I want you to have a nice little swing here with your shoulders relaxed. So in that ball joint, you've got that movement. Easy, gentle hands. Good. Start picking up your knees higher. And let's fold the arms a little bit. Start bringing them up more and pushing the elbows back. A little bit more of a drive. Four, three, two, one, and step. So focus on taking that big step and begin to add a little sway arms. Bring them higher and higher. Good. So loosen everything up here. Begin to bring it back down. Hands. Begin a heel raise. Okay. Focus on lifting that heel up. Taking it towards the opposite cheek. So you're going into that one-legged stance. And let's do a little turn to that side. Keeping your hands low. Getting some spinal rotation. Movement of the rib cage. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's just march on our heels, keeping your chest up, kind of sink back into your hips, doing a heel march, and kind of exaggerate that motion from side to side so you're going into each hip. Now switch to toes. Heels and toes. Bring it up and march. Now forward motion and backward motion. Make some turns. Glide around your space. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, shake it out. So we're gonna get our brain training a little early, doing our ABC draws. Starting with the letter A, you're gonna use your nose to draw the letter. B will be your ear. And C will be your other ear. Top of your head is D. E is going to be a shoulder, and then F, the other shoulder. G, the center part of your chest here. H is going to be an elbow, and I, the other elbow. J, back of your wrist, J, and K, the back of the other wrist. L is going to be your fingers, and M will be the other one. And it'll be your belly button. And O will be your hip. P. Q, gonna be your derriere. P is gonna be your hip, your knee, sorry. Q and R, sorry, I jumped ahead. S is gonna be 1 foot. I've done T, U, V, W, the other elbow. X for your nose. Top of your head is Y. And your booty is Z. All right. Pick up your ball. All right. So what we're going to do for the repeat of the song is we're going to do our toss and clap. Be mindful of any fans you may have going. Start with the low. And then as you get going, get a little higher, get more into it. And then about halfway through, we'll switch to doing passes around our body for body awareness. All right, so let us do that. All right, toss and clap. And then I want you to try moving while you're tossing and clapping. So you're walking and tossing both reverse and forward. You want to try a spin on your own time, you can do that. Close one eye and see if you can do it. And then change eyes so you can track. And then switch. All right, let's take it around our body. And then the other way. Let's go under a knee. So you can pick up the knee and pass it, or you can go into squat position and pass it. Do that a couple of times. And then, of course, legs together and around the knee. Walk it up. Let's take it around the back of the head. Lifting those shoulders for break eating. And then go the other way. Good. Round. Back around. Over and under. And put this little guy safely away. All right. Actually keep it and sit down on the front of your chair. All right. We're going to do seated jacks with a ball pass. Up and up. Up and up. So keep it light right here. Smaller moves. The smaller moves generally mean you're more in the power position. Good. Working on a little bit of grip here. So as you pass the ball, clench your fingers on it. We can give our hands that little extra bit of work. Four, 3, 2, 1, rock. Now, we're doing clap jack. So, without leaning forward, bring the leg up enough that you can pass underneath. So you're not leaning down unless you really need to. Bring it up. Lift that leg. And as you get used to it, take those arms out and open the chest up. Nice. Pushing those shoulder blades back. Four, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go back to our power jack. Up and down. Just enjoy it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. You're going to need your block, so go ahead and get that. I'm going to stop the song before it runs away with us. All right. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do the seated version of our leg over that we did last week. So start with your feet underneath your ankles. Your ankles underneath your knees. Put the block long ways between your feet. And then you step your feet out to ab position with the block. Maybe a little further, okay? And then let the block sit there, walk your feet out. Now, you must be on the front edge of your chair in order to lift your leg while it's straight. If you're sitting in the back of your chair, sitting back on your chair, and you try to straighten your leg and make it touch the floor, it's very hard. It hurts. It doesn't work. So you want to sit forward, have your leg very straight with your toe pointed, lift it over and touch and come back. We're going to do that on both legs 10 times. And then if we have time, we will do the flexed foot version and we will do 8 on each leg and then be done with that. Okay. Or then we're actually going to do side to sides just for a little bit. So that is where we're going with that particular workout. Okay. Nice long leg. Here we go. 1, 2. Try to sit up straight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring it here. Sit up tall. Rock. All right. Right leg extended. Here we go. 1, 2. Pointed toe. Long leg straight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring it down. Sit up tall. And we rock. Okay. So right here up at the top of your lap, top of the quads is where that's working. You want your foot bent, pointed your toes up. Leg is straight. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll go ahead and do 10 because we have time. And 10. Go ahead and put this down and rock. Right leg. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Toes are up. 4. Leg is straight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And rock. Gently bend forward. Pick up your block, and let's just set it right out of the way. Continue our rock. We're going to go into standing bird dogs next. So you just need your chair, a table, counter, whatever it is. We're going to be doing the standing version. So make sure you're not sticking your hands into the fan or anything like that. Go ahead and stand up for me. And of course, water as you need it. You want a nice tall posture. Lean just a little bit on your equipment, your counter, whatever it is. Let's take one foot back and the opposite hand up. So you want to make that as straight a line as you can. Draw into the center and come back out. We're going to do 15 of these. Ready? 1. And then take it to hold position. 2. And hold. 3. 4. 5. You want that long hold right there. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. And we're going to do 5 more. Ready? 5. 4. 3. 2, and 1. Do the extension, hold it for me, and bring it in. Do a quick little hip hula, because you're using your back muscles there. So we want your back and your low spine to be in good condition. All right. Other foot, other arm, draw it in, take it to hold position, and now we count. 1, 2, and hold. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take that extension and hold it for me for just a moment. And bring it down. Little hip hula. All right. We're going to use a similar area, whether it's your tabletop or a countertop or wall. And we're going to be doing a wall stretch next. And I want you to have something to lean against. And I want you to brace yourself. So you're going to go to wide positioning on your legs. Put your hands on your counter, your hands on your wall, your chair, your table, whatever it is. And you're going to keep your feet planted and open as far back as you can with this stretch and come back in. Open as far as you can. So you want to take your spine, your ribs, your shoulder, your neck into that position. Keep going. I'm going to switch places. This is one of 3 things we're doing in this song. By keeping your feet braced, you're helping to isolate up. Your knees do not have to go with. Excellent. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake those legs out. Go ahead and pick up our weights. Me, pretending to pick up my weights. Same thing, we're going to brace ourselves. Have the weights hanging right here around belly button level. And you're simply going to keep one arm steady. And you're just going to open the door. Now, you're not going to turn with it. You're going to just take it down here. We're going to call this a door fly. So you're keeping it at handle level and rotating it back there. Now, if you've got a heavier weight, you take it only as far as you can control it. Keeping your shoulders down and relaxed. Okay? Here and back. Get into that single bit of isolation there on the hold. Good. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Roll your shoulders a little bit. Now, you're going to have your weights. What we're going to do is we're going to pretend to put the weights in a counter above us, a counter on our left, a counter on our right, and possibly right below the countertop. So you're going to just pick them up and push them through here. You can have a single weight or a double. Then you'll turn and push them here. And then you'll turn and push them here. And then you can do a little squat and put them down. So you know the 4 places we're going. You get to choose what order you're doing those in. And this is how we're going to finish the song. All right, almost done. We'll finish it with a cabinet. And go ahead and put your weights to the side. We're going to go into hip hinge again. Take your feet apart. Roll your hips back. Tuck your belly button in towards your thighs. Head and neck, shoulders facing out. And if you can, reach around. Feel your hamstrings. Body awareness. You need to know where those guys are. Let's pulse right here. Remember, it's always gentle from the hips. Head and shoulders are an echo. very small left to right. So it should not be a big sway movement. Your head is not swaying. Let's just have it be our tail wagging in the back, as it were. Perfect song for this. Good. And let's go right back to the center. Ready? Here we go. Center with our pulse. Make sure you're breathing. 4, 3, 2, roll it up. Little hip hula. And of course, the other way. And let's do a couple of heel pickups. Be mindful of where you're standing, that you're not going to kick anything and bruise the back of your feet. Shake those legs out. Now, keeping your head relatively up, you're going to sit back into your heels. You're not leaning forward. So you're here like this. And we're going to march our toes. And yes, I am wobbling side to side. And I'm really trying to lift my toes as high as possible. Got that little rock back onto the heel. Four, 3, 2, now. Bend into it a little bit more and go back to the toe. So now it's not so much as a wobble side to side, that it's up and down. Keep it up and down. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good job. Now, pick up your weights. We're going to do a little bit of a row. But we're also going to do heel raises. So you're going to come up on your heels and then down just as slowly. Come up, then down. So you figure out the pattern that works for you. Up, then down, and you begin moving your arms up and take your feet down. So you may not ever be in sync. Or New Kids on the Block or the Backstreet Boys. I know, that was a sad joke. Dean, you're laughing at me. I know that. Or shaking your head. One of the two. But we want to be rowing and taking that little lift up and holding it there for just that pause before you start coming back down. So you don't want to just hop up into it. You want to have that little bit of a hold and then take it down slowly. That's where your control is. The going down part needs to be where you have the control. Good. Lift and lower. All right, knees up. Okay, we're going back to our heel raise, but we're rowing backwards now. Your body's like, well, wait a minute, I just got the forward one figured out. Excellent. Nice. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, ladies, we're going to be going to the floor. So let me pause the music before it starts to get going again. We're going to be going to the floor, and we're going to be doing the floor version of leg over block. So if you need to adjust your camera, please go ahead and do that. I'm going to push my chair out of the way and get my little mat here. And if you need extra padding, if you don't have a mat, if you need to put a small pillow down there for whatever reason, you can. So essentially, we're going to be doing the leg over block that we did last time. So get your block. Last time we used our weights and tried to make them stand up. We're just going to do a single block this time. And then we're going to turn on our sides and do the same thing, but we'll be using our own leg as the over. And then we're going to do our cool down and stretch from down below. Below, below. Okay. All right. So everybody go. Y'all are already sitting down. Look at you guys. All right. Did it decide it didn't want to play? Dun, 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 dun. Editing is a thing. All right. You want to get it close enough, feet apart. And let's start with our toes pointed and just tap the top of the other leg. We're doing 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then go ahead and sit up and flex your toes. Rock on your seat just a little bit. And then we're going to slide back. And we're going to do the other side. Make sure you're pointing your toes. Tap the top of the other leg and come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring it over. Sit up. Rock on your hips a little bit. And then slide it back. So this time you're going to keep your feet flexed. Starting with the left one, you're going to go 1 and just top the toes. 2, 3. So you're touching the toes on the other foot with your heel. 4, 5. Straight legs. 6 with the foot bent back. 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go right into the other one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, take just a second to wiggle yourself around. I'm going to pause it for just a moment while I get us situated. Little tiny mouth space. All right, you don't need your block, but you can keep it to the side in case you need it for something. Who knows? So what we're going to do is you're going to go on your side and you're going to come down on your elbow. And this is where you might need something under that hip. And you're going to have your toes pointed and we're going to come front to back, front to back. So you're doing a little bit of a roll there. We'll do toes first and then our foot bent and they'll switch around and do it on the other side. And we're probably going to do 10 each on those. And then we're probably going to go straight into our cool down at that point. So y'all stay right where you are. I am going to get something fluffy for my hips. There we go. Because the floor is hard. It's hard, y'all. Oh, nice. Got a good groove. So you get on that elbow, plant this hand right here in front, point your toes, straighten them out, and we'll go front and 1, front and 2. Big move, front and 3, front and 4, front and 5 and 6. Try to make it further. And 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Go ahead and roll onto your hip. Bring this up in here. Flex that foot. Press it out. Now your foot is flexed. You do the same thing. And 1 and 2 is a lot harder. And 3 because your foot is shorter. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, go ahead and sit yourself up, roll over, reorient. What do you need to do? Now, I've got to take my pack out so I don't crunch my electronics. We're going to start with the pointy toes. Get yourself set up here. Ready? I'll give you another second. Are we ready to go? Good? Okay. front and 1, front and 2, front and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring that knee in, flex that foot, take that flex foot out and begin. Front and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Go ahead and bring that knee in. Go ahead and roll the foot while you've got it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring yourself to seated. All right. Let me get my squishy thing out of the way. Put that back in my pocket. Sit back on your arms, bend your elbows, and push into your shoulders and kind of just squish them right there. Be mindful of where you are. This is a stretch of a bit. And then straighten it up. Take those elbows and lock them a little bit. And then push down. You can always open the grip and then push up. And then one more, because you're going to get that long stretch. When we push up, you're almost locking your arms out to get the stretch in the base of your biceps. All right, let's sit up tall with our fists right here beside us. Point your toes. Long legs, very straight. Flex and lift your heels. Point your toes, heels down. Lift your toes, heels up. Pointing down. Lifting up. One more. Lift them up. From this position, just roll them open. And your calves are doing all the work here. Going into your hamstrings. Bring it back. Relax your hands. You can bend your knees a little bit and adjust your hips. Turn your hands up on your thighs. Pull your heels in. And just let your arms relax right here across the top of the knee. We're going to let gravity do a little bit of that stretch. Now, what you want to do is you want to let your back relax. To do that, you're going to want to let your back kind of hump like this. Don't. Okay? Don't do that. Do that later. And then go ahead and let your hands slide down towards your ankles. Pull them in if you can. Everybody has different flexibility here. And we're just going to sit up very, very straight, letting the shoulders kind of relax and be pulled. You've got these long locked out arms holding on to these ankles that are pulling away. So you've got two methods of resistance going here. And then fold in, bend the elbows a little bit, relax and slide your feet out. Figure 4. You're going to put one leg up and you're going to lift this knee and just kind of roll back. Now don't fall backwards. You're just going to pull it up enough that you can feel the bent knee. You want to feel this part right under here getting a stretch. And then we're going to slide it down. Take that leg out. And we're going to fold this one over. Sit up nice and tall. Slide this leg in. Rock back just enough so that you're sitting at that precarious tipping point. And make sure you're breathing through it. That inhalation and exhalation of the oxygen and the CO2 helps those muscles to relax. And we're going to slide it down. Take that leg out. Right hand over. Left on top. Push. Big bend over here. Take your arms in front of you. And this is going to be hard. You're simply going to roll your hips forward. And you didn't go very far, but what we're trying to do is roll the hips forward and feel how your hamstrings tighten. Point your toes, they'll tighten a little bit more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and sit crisscross applesauce. And then I just want you to rock and focus on picking up one of those sit bones at a time. And go ahead and roll a shoulder while you're doing that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a nice deep breath in and down. All right, you guys, thank you very much for joining me, and we will see you next week.